Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to hop in here to your Friday afternoon and do a quick LinkedIn Live with you around the topic of accelerating your journey to senior leadership. And I work with so many individuals in this space, and there's always the same challenges coming up for people over and over again. So I decided today I'd do a LinkedIn Live and talk about some of those topics that hopefully will be helpful for you if you're looking to move your journey ahead to senior leadership. So if you're joining me live here, say hi to me in the comments. I'd love to know who's joining me live here today. And today I really want to kind of give you some key nuggets around what you need to start thinking about. I see so many people who struggle to progress in their careers to the next level. They're already technically competent. They're really successful where they've got to already, but they're finding it really difficult to take that next step. And the thing is, once you know what you need to learn and the skills you need to develop and the strategies you need to learn to get to that next stage, everything becomes simplified, and everything is about simplifying everything, right? Because once you simplify everything, you take that weight off your shoulders, that burden off your shoulders, and also you take that sense of self-doubt, because a lot of the time when you're struggling to take the next step and things are not working out for you as well as you'd like to get to that next stage, or sometimes maybe you're already there, but now that you're there and you've got that next level promotion, or you're in that senior leadership role, coming from a technically competent role, you find that you're a bit at sea, and there's lots of things you need to learn, lots of things you need to do in order to be more successful now that you're there, but you're not really quite sure how to pull all of this together. And of course, that can be quite overwhelming, okay? So with that being said, there's a few things I want to share with you today that you need to really start thinking about. And when I work with people in this space, providing the key strategies and the tools and the skills, really, like the words that are described to me by individuals is, and this has taken a weight off my shoulders. Like, this is just making things a lot easier for me. Now I know what I need to do, how I need to work on my own development, and I help them to do that, to really get in and understand, what it is that you need to start learning more about yourself so that you can develop as an authentic leader in your career, and you can develop as an authentic leader for everybody around you. Because if you're really comfortable in your zone and you really feel that, you're at a place where you can bring that influence impact without the stress and the overwhelm that comes with it, then everything changes. Not only does everything change for you, because obviously you're going to be enjoying what you're doing, you're going to feel that you're doing this with ease and things are going to work better for you. Everybody around you benefits from that as well, right? So everybody around you is getting the benefit of finding, you in a place where you're really authentic and you're bringing that energy forward. So with that being said, a few things, a lot of people think about, okay, well, I want to get to the next level. I'm doing all of the things, but I'm not really getting there. I'm being passed over for opportunity. The other one is, of course, people say, I don't see a progression path for me where I am. And most of the time I prove people wrong, because the problem there is that if you don't see that, or if your leadership don't see that, it's just that they're really not seeing the opportunity and the value that you can bring forward at that next stage in your career that is going to be of value to the organization. So a few things to think about is, first of all, you need to start understanding, well, okay, what can you do to develop the mindset that you need to be able to make that shift from where you're now, which is more than likely you're technically competent, you've proven yourself where you've been at over the last number of years in your career, but now you need to step up to that next level. That requires a shift in your mindset, right? It requires a shift into a different perspective, that you're going to be looking at the value that you bring from now forward. So moving away from being the doer that gets the work done to being the influencer who influences getting the results, right? That is a massive shift. And a lot of people don't know how to do it. But that is the first thing you need to know that you have to do. Because if you don't do that, you're always going to be stuck in the weeds. You're always going to be stuck in the doing. And guess what happens? Everybody around you, your senior leadership, who will be looking to see, are you looking to step up for a promotion? Are you performing maybe in the role that you've already got now that you're promoted to senior leadership? They're going to want to see exactly is around, is this person always in the weeds and in the doing? And if so, that's not the person we promoted. That's not the person we want here. So when you're promoted to the next level, it's not because you're doing a really good job where you are only. That's not the only reason, because that's what you do to keep your job. But to get to the next level, people are taking a risk that you're going to figure it out and you're going to get there. And unfortunately, a lot of people struggle with that piece. So the first one is around the leadership mindset, right? The second one is elevating your visibility and impact. Really, really important. Because what we need to do here is you need to really boost your presence without feeling overwhelmed. You need to be able to give more of yourself to other people by doing less. Now, I know that might sound like a contradiction, but this is the thing. People do not understand how to do that. You need to be able to understand how to build your presence and expand your presence beyond what you've been able to do today when you're at more senior leadership level, okay? And, there are some key strategies you need to discover on how you actually go about doing that. The third area is around knowing your zone, defining what it is actually you want to be known for at that next stage in your career and gain a really clear understanding of what that is and how it sets you apart from everybody else. If I'm promoting somebody up into a senior leadership position, I'm not going to promote the same person, the same type of person, or this person with the same, standout feature or standout characteristic or strength. I want to mix that up a little bit, right? So I want people from, different backgrounds, people with different strengths that would bring to the table at a senior leadership level. So that's what you need to think about. You need to find out, well, what is your zone? Where are your strengths? And where are you going to really add value? Where you're going to be most competent and confident at that next level. The fourth one is around enhancing your personal brand. And this is about shifting the perception that people have had of you up to now to what they need to have of you in the future. Okay? Again, a really, really important one that, again, that many people don't understand. First of all, that they need to make that happen. But second of all, they don't even know how to do that. So it's really, really important how to update how people perceive you as you progress in your career and how to make sure you go about adapting and changing that and to learn the techniques of how you shape the perceptions of others so that you're allowing yourself to expand that presence I just spoke about earlier on and be invited into the conversations and be seen as a peer at that next level. The fifth one is around building advocates effortlessly, okay? And this is about creating a really strong support network for you without feeling overwhelmed and without feeling like I don't want to get involved in the politics and I don't have time for all of this. There is a very important thing that you have to understand is about understanding the strategies, the practical strategies that you can put in place is going to save you time. It's going to help you build really strong relationships and build really strong advocates for yourself in your career. That's actually going to be helpful for everybody around you. And the last one here I want to share with you is influencing your career impact and progression. And what I mean by this is you need to really intentionally move beyond the shadows of others where you may have been up to now so that you can really bring greater value. People can see you stepping out on your own and really learning how to seize the opportunities and position yourself as a valuable asset and to drive your own progression with confidence. So everything that I've shared there, you're probably saying, yeah, that sounds great. And now I understand what it is, but how do I go about doing that? So the good news is that I have developed a 6-week intensive program where I'm going to be taking you through each individual one of those steps week by week. So it's very concise, it's very condensed, but you'll get exactly what you need to know to really leap forward and take that next step into senior leadership. And what is that? It's a 6-week program. It's 1 hour per week. It's going to be where you will get the understand the skills and strategies. You will get worksheets so you actually can implement for yourself what you need to start doing now based on what you learned from me around the strategies. But also everything that we're going to be doing every single week is going to be recorded. So we have that flexibility. If you're not able to hop on a call during that week, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be recorded. I'm going to be providing resource sheets for you as well. And really giving you the most value for your time, because I really understand that people really don't have a load of time, right? So people are really constrained on time, which is why I specifically developed this fast track 6-week program. So it's 1 hour per week, recorded sessions that you can look at afterwards as well during that program time frame. Resource sheets so that you can actually start taking action on what I'm telling you, not just saying, okay, that sounds nice and I'll implement that sometime else. I want you to start taking this on straight away. but also you get to ask me all of your questions. I get to answer all of your questions that you have, so that you're really confident walking out the other side of that 6 weeks with a career acceleration strategy that's going to work for you. So if you think this is going to be really valuable for you, send me a message. I'm going to put my email address here into the comments, or even comment accelerate here into this post here, and I will send you a direct message with the link to find out more and to book your place. There are limited places, so we're going to be starting on the 30th of May. We have limited places. They're filling up fast. For the obvious reasons, it's really what people are looking for right now, that fast track, get to know what they need to know. So